Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are on chapter 5, section 2.4. We're learning all about SATA, and in this lab, we are going to install SATA devices. The scenario here is you work part time at a computer repair store. You are building a new computer. A customer has purchased two serial ADA or SATA hard drives for his computer. In addition, he would like to add an extra eSATA port that he can use for external drives. In this lab, your task is to install both hard drives in the computer. Read the motherboard documentation to identify the location of the internal SATA connectors. Install the hard drives and connect them to the motherboard. Plug in the correct power connector from the power supply for both drives. Install the eSATA port connector into an open expansion slot on the computer and connect the cable to an available motherboard port. Here's a tip: drag the eSATA port connector to an expansion slot connector to install it. Next, we're going to boot the computer into the BIOS and verify that both drives are detected. Windows is not installed, so the operating system will not start. All right, let's get started. And we are loading. We are loaded. All right. So first thing we're going to do, install both hard drives in the computer. Read the motherboard documentation to identify the location of the internal SATA connector. So first, let's go ahead and just install the drives. In real life, we would check the motherboard documentation first to make sure we install the drives close enough so that wires reach and all that good stuff. But in this case, this is virtual, so we're just going to put it in there. Let's check the documentation out. We're going to click on the motherboard, check out our documentation. That's not the motherboard, that's the video card. What's happening? Click on the motherboard. There we go. Details. All right. Specifications, and right here, number 8 is where our SATA connectors are. From bottom to top, we have the first one, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one. We have 5 connectors. All right. So we're going to go ahead and close that out, and our drives are installed. Let's go ahead and get our cables in. We're going to install it there. Install the second one there. We're going to go to our motherboard, zoom in so you guys can see the connectors. Yes, and we're going to plug this in one. And I got to zoom back out. We're going to go to our other partial connection, zoom back in, and we're going to plug it in at our number 2 connector. So that is connected. Next, we're going to connect the power supply. So we're going to click on the power supply, go back to drive bay view, and we're going to plug in our SATA connectors. So right here, we're going to plug in that hard drive or power supply to the hard drive. Plug in that one. They're both connected. All right, and so read the motherboard, did that. Install hard drives and connect them to the motherboard, we did that. Plug in the correct power connector, blah, 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 we did that. So next, we're going to install the eSATA port. This is where our port connectors are. We need to go back to the motherboard for this. We're going to scroll down. And our tip here, remember, it says drag the eSATA port connector to an expansion slot connector to install it. I'm going to go ahead and plug it into a PCI slot. That's plugged in. And then we're going to plug in our SATA connector to the motherboard. That is connected as well. We're going to dismiss that alert there. And we're going to go to the front of the computer. Turn on our monitor, turn on the computer, go into our BIOS, and see if our hard drive is there, or SATA drives. Hard drives, yeah, they're there. 1 and 2, they show up. So we're going to exit. Let's check our answers. I think we did everything. Yeah, we did. Answers. All right, 100, and it only took us 3 minutes and 7 seconds. Let's score this lab. 3 minutes and 12 seconds. All right, so I'm going to go through slow for the explanation. You guys can pause to read. And it just goes through step by step how to complete this lab. right, and we are done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned something. If you did, great. Leave a comment. If not, share something with me. I don't know. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Uh, I'm rambling at this point, so okay, bye.